Hello boys and girls, my name is Destiny. I am a teacher. I teach in upper elementary. Right now I am currently teaching 5th grade. I will next year be teaching 6th grade in the elementary setting, and I love teaching. You guys are pretty familiar with teaching. If you are in middle school and high school, I'm sure you went through elementary already, correct? So you know what a teacher is and what they do. In elementary, I teach multiple subjects. So we teach math, history, science, language arts, and it's a whole process. I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. When I was in elementary, I just loved playing school. I loved going to the store and buying school supplies. And in middle school, I continued and knew that for some reason, I just already knew what I wanted to be. And in high school, I got to test out if I really wanted to be a teacher and what it would be like to be a teacher by taking classes. So my high school offered career courses, and I joined the teaching course, and that allowed me to go to nearby schools. And I worked at one school specifically, and I got to work with students. I got to create bulletin boards. I had to help with like setting up for back to school night. So it allowed me to not be the teacher, but it allowed me to see what it was like to be a teacher. So that really helped me a lot. So if your high school offers those kind of programs, do it, take advantage of them. And if you don't know what you want to be right now, that's okay. Look into all your career options and see what it is you like. And after high school, I went straight to a four-year university. I went to Cal State Long Beach. That is where I got my BA in liberal studies. I then did student teaching, and that's how I was able to get my teaching credential. After that, I did subbing. But while I was in college, I still needed to pay for school, and I also wanted to learn what it was to have a job. So I've had multiple jobs. I did retail, entertainment, and also the food industry. So my first job was in retail at the Children's Place, and if you know it, cool. If you don't, it's just basically clothing for children. And that was my first job. And after that, I also worked at Disneyland. So that one was super fun. I was a photographer there. So I either worked with characters around the park, cast members, and also just maybe like around the pier or some spots that are like iconic spots to take pictures. So that's what I did. And then food industry, I worked at my family's restaurant when I was younger. I just kind of helped out, nothing major, but it was really fun, and I got to learn what it was like to be a waitress. And I also worked at Pizza Studio, so that was fun as well. I made tons and tons of pizzas for people, and even though none of these jobs were in my career, it taught me a lot of what it meant to have a job and keep a job. So I learned how to have patience, customer service, how to use my words with customers, because you always want to make sure you're giving them great service. And I also learned responsibility. I learned that I had to get to work early so I could make sure I clock in on time. I learned that I had to make sure I was checking my schedule and there were no changes. Like if somebody got sick, maybe I needed to pick up their shift, or maybe my manager changed shifts. So it teaches you a lot of skills you will need in whatever career you go on. And it was really, really special to have those jobs. But my biggest job that helped me in my career was I worked at my college. So if I was working at Disneyland, I also worked at my college. If I worked at Pizza Studio, I also worked at my college. And my college, I got to give tours to students. So if you were a middle school class and you came to Cal State Long Beach, I got to give you a tour of what it was like to be a college student and where everything was. And I also got to work with the college students who were going to be teachers and help them as well. And that really helped me just kind of keep my connections and teach students about what it's like to be a college student. So no matter what career path you take, just adventure into it and really see what it's like to be in that career. And if I were to go back and do my career path all over again, the number one advice I would give is keep connections. So no matter what career path you decide to take, make sure you are keeping connections with the people you meet. It is a good tool to have as a new teacher. It's really comforting to be able to talk to those teachers that know me and ask for advice or ask for help. And it really makes sure that you have a community of people who do the same thing you do. So I could go back, that's the advice I would give. And if you are struggling with choosing a career right now, that is okay. Look into options. Like I said, in high school, I got to take a class about what it was like to be a teacher. So if you have those options, do that, or go volunteer, or do something that's just gonna help you see what it's like to be in that career. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have an awesome day, and good luck on your career path.